Every night, more than 30,000 homeless women and children are living on the streets in the greater San Francisco Bay Area.
Yet for this vulnerable segment of the homeless population, there are fewer than 2,000 shelter beds provided by government agencies and private programs,
leaving most of these precious women, children, and families on the streets without hope.
And while more than 95% of the homeless desire permanent housing and a better life, they lack the resources or stability to succeed.
Homelessness is more than just a loss of housing. The homeless lose everything they have and become isolated from friends, family, and society. They no longer feel as though they belong anywhere.
Walking around in the rain by Golden Gate Park, it was cold. You know, I got sick, and if I get sick, who's gonna take care of these guys, you know?
Most homeless families have exhausted the generosity of their friends and family, leaving them hopeless and in despair. Homeless women on our streets find themselves desperately in need of safety, friendship, and acceptance. Even the strongest are crippled by depression and anxiety arising from the insecurity of homelessness. More than half of the homeless population consist of homeless families. More vulnerable than adults, homeless children are less capable of coping in a world where each day brings the possibility of humiliation, harm, even abandonment.
I was so scared at one point, I even thought about giving my children up because I couldn't take care of them, you know, living from place to place, and it was hard.
As a result, homeless children become emotionally withdrawn, aggressive, and unable to regulate their behavior. They learn helplessness and passivity, believing themselves to be incompetent and unloved by their parents. Unable to gain control of their lives, these homeless children often grow up to become homeless adults and often homeless parents. Most intact homeless families face obstacles which threaten to break them apart. Most charitable agencies do not allow fathers or older boys to be housed with their families, and homelessness is one of the major factors leading to children being placed into foster care.
We're creating potentially another generation of homeless people if we don't intervene now with the homeless families.
For nearly 40 years, the Bay Area Rescue Mission has cared for the Bay Area's homeless, serving more than 1,300 women, children, and family members last year alone.
The shelter where we were at, you have to call in every day, and that was real stressful. And one night it was raining and we couldn't get in.
Homeless families need more than emergency shelter and meals. They also need compassion and the tools to escape the cycle of homelessness. The mission is one of the few agencies in Northern California that provides private housing for families, but the needs surpass the mission's ability to provide for them. Over the past few years, the mission was forced to turn away more than 10,000 family members.
Here in Contra Costa County, like in the rest of the United States, homelessness is growing. With 15,000 people a year facing homelessness here in Contra Costa and 5,000 on any given night and 7,000 who are children, we need help. We need to work together.
To meet this growing need, the Bay Area Rescue Mission has launched a campaign to build the Bridge of Hope Center for Women and Families. The center will provide 400 beds for women and family members, addressing their basic needs. In addition, the Bridge of Hope will provide educational opportunities, job skills training, and a comprehensive recovery program.
There are not enough shelter beds available for the families in need in Contra Costa County.
The Bay Area Rescue Mission is an important part of that continuum of care.
Because the need is so great. One institution cannot do it. It's because of partnerships and the contributions of individuals within the community that we can change people's lives and make our community stronger.
The Bay Area Rescue Mission is dedicated to helping individuals and their families return to the community as self-sufficient, supporting, contributing members of society. The cost to build the center will be great, but the rewards will be even greater. Lasting change in the lives of the people who need it most and hope for the future. Our vision is to build the bridge of hope for women, children, and their families. And your contribution can help make the bridge of hope a reality, and it will lay the foundation for a bright new tomorrow.
Thank God for the Bay Rescue Mission.